Okay, it's finally time. We're gonna do the A6. Excuse me. I've had a chest cold or whatever for a couple of weeks, so I haven't been doing anything. So just get right to it. All we've done so far is taking the plastic engine cover off and this plastic cover, just stuff that you can just pull out. Nothing. But what I wanted to tell you about, hold on a second, was just to make this interesting for everybody. What I'm going to do is I went online and just bought the manual. It's like a 2,000 page manual for the Audi A6. This particular one, 2010. And we're just going to do it by the manual. We're going to take this engine out. I just want to show you that, like, I'm going to read the instructions and I'm going to tell you what to do, and like if you were doing it, so you could see like how easy it is. I know some parts are hard because I've already taken this out twice, but I just want to show you, like the coolant lines. Sorry, my nose is still blood. The coolant lines are like really difficult to get off. But anyway, so I have this. All it has on the front page. I only took the pages from the manual, the removing engine. You know, that's all I have here, because that's all I'm going to do. The rest of it I'm going to do a whole different video. So at first it tells you to remove the engine, what you're going to need: a removal lever. If you have a crowbar or a screwdriver, you don't need to buy that tool. An oil collection. You have to have some way to collect all the fluids. I'm assuming that you'll have one or can get one. Step ladder. Engine bung set. Now that would be good to have. I don't want to spend the money. I have lots of shop rags that I can put in there. So I'm not going to get the bung. I'm not going to get the bung set. I don't know, that's probably $200, $300. Then the cool thing to have, which I don't have, is a scissor assembly platform. Audi sells it. I'll try to get a close up here. I don't know how good this is coming in. Hold on, let me see if I can do it with the. I don't know if you can see this. This is a scissor lift, but it has a platform on it that bolts exactly right to the engine and transmission. It's awesome. So I don't have that. I just have a regular. I just use my steel welding table, and then a drip plate. This floor is epoxy. I can drip all I want. And then some hose clamps. Have those. I'll show you what they are, just so you see one. They're just these little things here. And you put the hose on there, and then you tighten it down so it doesn't leak. So when you take the hose out, you don't have to wait for it to actually be dry. You can do it. So hose clamp. Got plenty of those. Let's see, so page 2, you're supposed to have some hose clip pliers. Don't have any, don't need them. Tensioning strap. And the tensioning strap, the reason that they have that in there is so that you can strap down the car, so when the engine comes out, the car doesn't, tip over. I don't know how I'm going to strap that up yet. I generally will do it from underneath, strap it to the frame or something like that. I'm not going to. No need to go around the whole car with all that. So that's that. Very first step, and this is something I didn't do the first 2 times, and I was like, oh, interesting. I should have done that because I didn't have this. So anyway, so you're going to disconnect the battery, but it says to make sure you can still move the front wheels. When the battery has been disconnected, only disconnect the battery with the ignition key inserted. So I did that this time. On 4-wheel drive vehicles, electromechanical parking brake must be released before disconnecting the battery so that the prop shaft can be turned during removal. You need to turn it to get it out. So, did that. Disconnect the battery, which is in the back, no problem. And then when I decided, oh yeah, I forgot I need to film this, I had already take off the engine covers. So we're really just starting. And then open filler cap on expansion tank. So I did that right here. Just keeping it there so I don't lose it. And then the thing I do, just so you know, like part of my process, I put one of these together. I just bought rings, they're cheap, because when you're taking parts off, you know, like for example, oh, there's another thing I do. So if you go to the very first next thing we're going to do, it says, I'm explaining this, by the way, I'm just going a long way. So the very next thing is remove both front wheels, release fasteners 1 and 2, and show the arrows that are underneath. This is my bag. I have all these baggies for fasteners and every little thing. And so rather than try to, I used to label them like my own names, like, you know, under engine protector fasteners. Well, this time I was like, you know what, that's stupid. I'm just gonna, as we go, this is one. I'll know that that's what those are because it'll match. So that's how I do it. At least that's how I'm doing it this time. I think it's gonna be way easier when you're putting it back together. So that's how I do that. And other than that, we'll just get right into it. I did want to show you one thing. I just put these up the other day. It's super cool, man. I put up the, I got the Audi, Ferrari, I got my shop logo, Pirelli and Red Bull. So I think those are cool. Anyway, so, all right, so we're just gonna get started. I don't know how much I'll be able to do before I run out of battery. I think I said on the other video, I was gonna wear this on my head so you could see exactly what I'm doing, but it's so cumbersome. It gets in the way. This thing always, this hits the, you know, like if I'm moving my head, it goes like that and it pops off. So it's just too much of a hassle. I'm not gonna do it. So I'll try to explain it, whatever I'm doing, really well. So that's the best I can do. So here we go. We're gonna lift her up, take the tires off. Oh, before I lift her up. Actually, I'm gonna probably cut this because I don't want to waste battery. So, before I lift it up, obviously you know to take the tires off so they don't spin. You gotta have some friction. So I'm gonna lower it, get the tires loose, then lift it up, take the rest of them off. So just wanted you to know what I'm doing when I cut this. Just a little quick note, I was just getting set up and realized I just wanted to let you know 17 is the size for the wheel lugs. Just wanted to put that in there. Well, as you can see, there is no bottom protection plate. I don't know what my son did with it. He's the one that put this back together, so. But this is where it would be, and these are the bolts he would be taking off. Maybe they're in there, interesting. So that's one thing I need to note is I need to order that. I need to order the protector plate that goes on the bottom. So scratch that off and I'll show you just so you can see. I don't know how this will work. I don't know if it's in view, but see the bolts, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, it's easier to see when they're on there. Where's that one? Oh yeah, I guess I got it. Oh yeah, this would be on there and there. That's not connected. So, and then there's one there. Oh, right here. And then one here. Where's this one? If that's this one, oh, it's here. Here and here. Oh, wait a minute. 2. Oh yeah, that's number 2. So 1 and 2. These are 2, and the rest of these are 1. All right, that's done. Now, next up, so I don't even know, they don't really have these bolts. I'm gonna have to order these bolts too when I do it. There you go. Place drip tray for workshop hoist. Beneath engine. Open drain plug and drain off coolant. Drain plug 1, which is right there. You can't really see from this, but where it is right here. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if you can, I don't know what you can see. But, so if you look right here, so this is the front, that's the driver's side, this is the passenger side. So right here, this too, if you can't see right here, but where I'm pointing at, there's a valve. So you can see we're draining it. And right here, up here, you can't really see, but right there's a valve. And you gotta kind of turn it and pull it out while you turn it. And then I would suggest, if you have one of these type of collectors, that you lower the car when you get ready as close as possible, because this stuff splashes everywhere and it's a mess, man. Radiator fluid is the absolute worst. It's so hard to get off. It's like you gotta use soap and water to get it off. And so, I didn't want it all over the floor. It's easy to clean, I mean, when I say it's easy to clean, oil and gas is easy to clean off the floor. This stuff is sticky, hard to clean off the floor. So I always put it right close to it. Anyway, little tip number 1. I might add, just quickly, in case you forgot, the reason why you take the lid off the coolant up top is so that there's no vacuum and so that this will drain completely. Because if you forget to do that up there, this is not going to drain completely. And then when you go to take this hose off, you can have a big fat mess. So don't forget to unscrew the coolant lid on top before you start. I figured out a way to show you where it is. I can just use the light. You see this right there? That turns counterclockwise and you kind of pull out a little bit. And then it's draining right out of that. Just in case you wanted to see that. And for reference, there's the alternator belt. So. Okay, so now we're going to pop this clip off. Oh. That's all going to come dripping out anyway. We need to pop this clip off. Let me get a screwdriver. You get it. I know you don't have to take these clips all the way off. Ouch. But I am, because it's such a pain in the butt to get off. I don't want to have that in the back of my mind. Oh, maybe the clip isn't all the way off. So, if you're super stubborn. Yeah, this thing's got to be wedged off, man. It's serious. Serious business. this whole piece that comes on. I really don't want to wedge against the plastic. There it goes. Well, when I said it was hard to get off, to be honest, I was basing that on my son's evaluation. Because he said it was, and I watched him struggle with it. Then he never tried it the easy way, using a crowbar. So I guess with a crowbar, it's pretty simple. You saw it, came off super quick. No problem. I just hate coolant on the floor, man. Literally, it's gonna take me, I have to power wash my floor to get that off. Whatever. It's off. And then what we're gonna do is stick a rag in there, because that's gonna want to keep leaking. Oh, that's probably in that bung set. I'll bet you anything, in that bung set, there's probably a bung for that. Since I don't have that, I am going to, and I actually, putting a rag in there works, but then the rags get filled, so I'm gonna look for something to stick in there that I can, maybe a Glad bag with a rubber band. I don't know, I'm gonna try it. I'll let you know as soon as I figure it out. Okay, so now we take this clip off. Apparently, I remember, I don't have it memorized, but here you go. So we did all that. Next step, release hose clip, disconnect coolant from engine oil cooler and drain off coolant. This one. So let's do it. I've got, I couldn't figure out a way to stop it, so I just put a shop rag in there again. Oh well. That's how it is. And now this is gonna be a mess. I'm afraid of it splashing on the camera lens. Such a pain in the butt to clean off. So I'm gonna move the camera, hopefully far enough away not to get a splash. That's gonna come off. I'm gonna pinch it so it doesn't come off like crazy. Oh, that one is a huge mess. Gee whiz, man. I don't remember that one making such a mess. Sheesh. Now my tool's all sticky. Floor's gonna be all sticky. All right, let me clean up. Well, remember I told you these rags always leak? So anyway, I'm just gonna let that drain overnight. And then try to figure out, you know, I think this makes a good case for those bungs. The bung set that I said I didn't need. Because if I had the right bung to go in there, I probably wouldn't be in this situation. And then that one is just messy and I can hose clamp that. So I'm not worried about that one. But it is still dripping a little bit, so I'm just gonna let it drip. Drip as much as you can, let this one drip. I really wasn't gonna start the project today anyway. I was gonna start it, I'm gonna move this. I was gonna start it Monday, since like I told you, I've been sick. So I'm gonna get in there like this so it comes down. I mean, that one's still got stuff coming out of it. So, yeah, I wasn't gonna start today. I was gonna start Monday because I'm still kind of on the mend. You know, I feel kind of weak and all that still, but whatever. You know what though? I was just looking at the next steps for the next time, and I realized that there's actually a couple more coolant lines. So let's just do those right now. They're right here. So let's just get this show. You know what kind of show? I don't want to say it. Let's just get it done. Who knows what it's gonna be. That's probably the tool they were talking about for this. Good thing check this out. Good thing I had the bucket there. Because it's filling up right now. Ah, that would have been a mess. I'm so glad that bucket was there. Thank you, Jesus. Yeah, I'm glad we're getting this coolant all out of the way. I hate this part. I'm so glad that bucket was there. Gee whiz. Well, I'm glad I did it. And I am so glad the bucket was there. Gee whiz. All right, then now that's it. Because, well, let me look, because I did that before. Let me look. What's next? Release hose clip, disconnect coolant hose from coolant pipes left. Okay, got it. Disregard item number 1. Oh, what was item number 1? Oh, to disconnect that. You're gonna have to do that later, but anyway, whatever. So don't do that now. Unplug, so the next one will be unplug electrical connector at charge air cooling pump. Okay, so that's just more. Coolant is over for now, so I'm done. Wow, good thing I did that today. I would have been ticked. Hey, if you like these videos and you want to see more, please consider helping us out by picking up a t-shirt over at blacktopmods.com. Be super helpful. We're going to have, as you know, right now we're doing the R8 twin turbo build with also building our own intercoolers. After that, we're going to do a wide body, R8 wide body kit. We're going to actually build the kit ourselves, carbon fiber. And then any other things that you want to see build, those are just the two we have on tap right now. If I'd have known earlier, I could have done my son's R8. Or not his R8, his A6. We took the motor out twice trying to figure something out. And that would have been cool just to show everybody. But that's done. So also, there could be other builds. Anyway, anything that you're interested in, that would be cool. And it would really help us out a lot if you could pick up a t-shirt. I mean, I would say just support the channel if you want. Maybe I'll put a button down there for PayPal or something like that. That would be awesome. But the t-shirts are cool. Everyone wears t-shirts. I bought this, online from somebody. So that would just help us out a lot. Really appreciate it.